Timberwolves. For the Thunder, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Timberwolves, Thunder, up next on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Then it's Reed. Then it's Caffey. And it's Patterson in at the point guard. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Walton is out there with Okongwu. And it's prime time in at the one spot. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Here's Minnesota. Launches it. Good on the triple.
Great idea to get your secondary scores involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Patterson can't get it to go. Here's primetime. Last game out, 36 points for him. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Okongwu. Good D by Holmgren.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's Williams with the drive, and it's in there.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's primetime. Patterson defending. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Here is Williams. 23 points his last outing. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's primetime. Patterson defending. Here's primetime. Cans it from downtown. Primetime's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Edwards against Reed. Primetime grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Passes to Walton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thunder trailing by 8. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. To the middle, here's Williams. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Here's primetime. Patterson defending. And the Thunder pushing it up now. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Back to Holmgren. Good on the three-point shot.
That's a pretty quick trigger from the big man as Chet squeezes one off.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's prime time. He's got 8. From 7. Can't connect from short range. The Thunder have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. A quick shot there, and it's off target. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Thunder trailing by 5. Got a piece of it. Here's prime time. Patterson defending. And the basket by Walton.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Williams against Walton. The jump hook. The rebound by Walton. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's prime time. He's guarded by Williams. Just 5 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Patterson. D right on him. The pass to Williams. Looking to end the run. And Williams slams it in.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's prime time. Patterson defending, and he makes that one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside Williams. And it's off from three-point range.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Walton. Here's prime time. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Patterson dishes to Reed. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's prime time. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Edwards. Launches a 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Williams passes to Reed. Over Edwards. Here's Holmgren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And the defense is always going to be told, look, you got to get physical with Chet Holmgren. He knows that, so he's ready for it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Thunder trailing by 15. So the Thunder 5 right now. Jalen Williams is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Caffey. Then it's Reed. And it's Patterson in at the 1. Back to Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's prime time. Back to McDaniel. That three off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. It's deflected. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's prime time. Three-pointer. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Claxton the pass to Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's prime time. Patterson defending. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Off target from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 16. Pass to Claxton. Here's Caffey. McDaniel's defending. Williams against Walton. The 10-footer. Yep, that one goes in there. Williams has got 8 points. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. At the elbow, it's Dillingham. The pass to primetime. Over in the corner, McDaniels. No good on the triple. Thunder trailing by 14. Down low. And the dunk by Reed.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's primetime. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 15 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's primetime. Misses the three. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Los Angeles. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Pass to primetime. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Primetime's got 8 here in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, primetime in the last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He dropped in 36 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in to the paint. Here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. they trail by 11. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Patterson passes to Claxton. Out to the right wing. Now Reed. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
To the inside. It's deflected. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Claxton finds Williams. Now Reed. Back to Williams. The rebound by Walton. Walton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Okongwu. Inside, prime time. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Minnesota calls timeout. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Minnesota making some changes. Edwards comes in for McDaniels, and Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for primetime. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You dance team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Okongwu is out there with Walton, and it's prime time and at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Edwards, good.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Passes it to primetime. To the inside. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Reed kicks to Holmgren. And the 3 off target.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's primetime. 20 points for him. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Minnesota with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. To the middle. Here's Walton. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Floats it up for Holmgren. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, I love that. You can kind of pass it anywhere when you're throwing it to Chet, and he does the rest.
To the wing right side. And, Brett, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on, and they're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
A second chance effort. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Williams. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Walton. Here's Primetime. Good. Primetime's got 5 points now in the quarter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Patterson. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Caffey. McDaniels defending. Caffey the pass to Reed. Rebound Minnesota. Okongwu's now got 7 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Primetime. Offline with his 3. Thunder have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. Here's Reed. And a missed layup. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Primetime. Reed covering. Here's Walton. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Oklahoma City's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Now, here is Reed. 9 points in the game so far. Now the pass to Holmgren. Here's Patterson. No good with the triple. Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Primetime. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3 ball is good. Primetime's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Primetime, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, the 3-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Chet Holmgren.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Pass to Primetime. Five on the clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
D8, the versatility. That is pretty special. Reed dishes to Patterson. Looking to get it going. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And it's prime time missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Some changes for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Reed finds Williams. Reed down low. Fox passes to Williams. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And that's 17 points here for Jalen Williams. So for Oklahoma City right now, the post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Caffey is out there with Reed, and it's Fox in at the 3.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up. With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Wingate passes to Murray. And it's good for 2.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
A nice shot by Reed.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now that's 35 points for prime time.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Williams in the post. Murray on him. They get it again. Fox, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Wasted no time on that one. Primetime's got 38 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Williams attacking, and they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. A different look for Oklahoma City. Beans checked in for Fox. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Caffey, and it's Paxson in for Reed. Brent, of all the things I could ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Prime time. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Paxson with the ball. On the wing, Levine. Shoots the 3. No good. Shot missing. The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here's Paxson. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The tray. Here's Wingate. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
4th personal foul.
And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Zubac is checked in for Jalen Williams. He doesn't get the second one. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Here's primetime.
Minnesota foul. Larry. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Hardaway against Levine. Passes it to Paxson. Got a hand on it. Here's primetime. Guarded by Levine. Here's primetime. The three-pointer, no good. Oklahoma City's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. The shot's good from Paxson.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Here's primetime, guarded by Paxson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Thunder shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Moody's checked in. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Stevens is checked in. Now here's Paxson, guarded closely.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Here's primetime, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Paxson passes to Zubac. Down low. Trying to find Moody. Gets it to him. Plays it up and banks it in.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Minnesota shooting in the 4th has been tremendous. 59%. Drives to the hoop. Here's Paxson. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Teardrop shot. No good from Paxson.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's primetime, guarded by Paxson. No good from outside that time from primetime. Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. No good from Paxson.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Knocks it loose. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Primetime. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the paint, looking to get back on track here.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Murray, the pass to Nemhard. Here's Primetime. To the wing on the left. Here's Stevens. Gets a very good look and converts.
He shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
And here is Moody. Here's Paxson. Hits the target from 18 feet. Paxson's got 6 in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the rejection by Zubac. Primetime. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your
And he makes the first. Edwards, he's checked in for Murray. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Caffey comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Patterson in for Paxson. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The pass to Zubac. Here's Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Primetime.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Takes the 3, and Moody pulls it down. And the Thunder with possession. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Here's Nemhard. Here's Primetime. He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Back to Moody. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.